commentary battle for Shogun 2 Total War, or as the real name would be, Total War Shogun 2. In this battle, we're going to demonstrate three main things. One of those is the use of cav. The second is going to be protecting your long-range units. And third, why do you bring so much professional units? So okay, let's get this battle started. This is my opponent right here. And he has brought a lot of long-range units. He has brought Matchlock Ashigaru, which are basically the gun units of this game. And they're about $400 or whatever the money thing is in this game. And he's brought tons of veteran Yari Ashigaru. As you can see, they're ranked up like all 3 times. And he's brought a massive amount of bow Ashigaru, which are also ranked up 3 times. 2 times right there. And so I automatically decide to take this huge hill right here and start firing down upon his men. But he does a smart thing and gets into the forest. And I'm going to skip through parts of this battle, because there's a lot of just like, for a while it's just this firefight right here between both our archers.
Treacherously meant to ambush us!
And it's going to be a while until anything really happens in the game. So let's go over my veteran units. I have Rommel's platoon, named after General Rommel of Germany during World War II. He was took command of the German, I don't know what number army, but he was in Africa, very good general. And he was also took part in the defending of Italy in World War II. And I think I have one more veteran unit. Yeah, right here, Walker's Regiment, which is another general in World War II, an American general. And also another general from World War II, which is General Patton. He is right there. Really standing out general. I really like him a lot. You should have. There's a movie about him, so if you haven't seen that movie, you should really get it. It's really good. So anyway, back to the battle. I have about 4 sword infantry, and that's my only katana samurai infantry. It's sort of like my expensive unit that I brought for this match. And I got 4 Yari Yari Samurai and Ashigaru. And I have about 3 Yari Cav. 2 are right there, and 1 is in the, was in the forest. Is right here. And so here's where the thing is about protecting your bow units comes into. Just like Napoleon, like you're protecting your skirmishers. Like if you've ever seen Jay Martin's video, especially his previous one, he always complains about how people don't protect their skirmishers and yells and whatnot, but it's a really good point to protect your skirmishers. So this is going to demonstrate how you should just protect your archers and matchlock units. And seeing that he has none of his Yari Ashigaru available since he's moving them all to this flank, to sort of counteract my force I'm building up over here, I get to do a free charge on his bowman right here. So let's go, Yari Cav. I have to say Yari Cav are like the Lancers of Shogun, basically. They're really good against charging Yari Cav, and are basically the basic cav that everyone uses if you're going to use any cav. Because katana cav are used to fight sword infantry mainly, and bow infantry. Any cav's good for bow infantry. But basically I'm really hitting his bow units right here, given seeing that he already routed one of my bow units. So, 2 actually, I only have 2 left. And seeing that gives me a sort of like a bow advantage, I'm going to rush into one of his matchlock units. And these guys are actually fairly good if you use them right. Like, the down effect of them is you have to be on like flat ground. Like, let's say I set my matchlock units behind my infantry. They cannot fire over these guys like bowmen. These guys are going to get shot in the back big time. But anyway, as you can see, my cav's devastation, it really wrecked his bowman. So I don't know about some people. A lot of people think cavs suck in this game, but if this doesn't prove them wrong, then I don't know what does. If you use cav right, then you can be really effective. But then again, if you use any unit right, then they're effective as well. But this really got rid of a lot of his bowmen. As you can see, one of his veterans is retreating. The thing about bringing all these veteran units is it really doesn't give you a lot to work with. Like, your army is a lot smaller because all these rank ups cost a lot more. But it does give you a lot better units. And as we can see here, this guy's starting to form a spear wall. I don't know why. I think he thinks I'm planning on attacking him. Because as you see, I've gotten most of my army on this side of the hill now. So nothing really happens for a little bit, so I'm gonna skip a part for a second. Okay, this is a couple of minutes later, actually like 2 minutes, but I brought my bow Ashigaru off this hill right over here, since seeing that there's no really major threat over here, and a couple of units came back. And I didn't know how far these matchlock guys could fire, so I was a little wary of going forward and firing at them. So it took me a minute to realize how far their range was or whatnot. I'm pretty sure it's 100 range compared to these guys at 125. So I'm going to continue to expand my army to his flank a little bit, sort of make him move his guys around, but he didn't really get affected by that. And then at this point in the match I realized these were bow cav. And a few things about bow cav, they are effective if you get them at like an enemy flank. And they're surprisingly actually really good at like attacking units. Like they're really good, they have slightly good attack and whatnot. Like a little bit above a Yari cavalry, I think even. But the thing is, he's gonna rush these guys up, seeing that I'm moving my archers up to fire at his units. So we'll see that in a second. So after a minute or so of firing at his men, he's finally decided to bring up his veteran bow cav. And bow cav again, let's say they have sort of good attack, but they're not as good as these guys by a long shot. They might be able to move around and fire, but they have a pretty poor accuracy compared to regular bow Ashigaru. And horses are actually a lot easier to hit than men with an arrow, I'd have to say. I mean, just naturally, I mean, if you try to shoot a human with a bow or a horse, you're probably gonna hit a horse, I think, better than a human. Just saying. And so, finally I'm bringing my rest of my Yari cav around, seeing that his flank is fairly unprotected, as fairly depleted units guarding it. And I'm gonna bring over my Yari cav and sort of take advantage of this. So now after a few cav movements of moving my cav around, he decided to bring a bow cav to protect his area, but it's not that great because Yari cav are good against bow cav, or basically any kind of infantry general besides spearmen. So seeing this, he's just gonna continue to launch his attack in the front still with his bow cav. But as you can see, I'm sort of winning that fight. I've depleted the middle unit, and I'm working on his left flank unit right there. And still waiting for my attack. It's been a while. Give it a second. So after the minute that I waited, I finally anticipated the attack on him. I'm going to start attacking both fronts now. This front is going to try to break through his gun unit, but then I switched it up a little bit, as you'll see. We're going to be attacking fairly swiftly since this flank is not well guarded. These guys are going to go for that matchlock unit right there, and I am going to end up going for his bow cav right here. Sorry for the fraps lag. Sort of bad. And then we're going to get in this huge melee engagement here. As you can see, those bow cav are holding up so well. Already rid of 19 of them. And his general's right here, and his general has a bow. He's firing fire. Didn't really help him. I thought the thing of adding general bow was pretty cool. How you can add stuff to your general and whatnot. And so seeing that his back is definitely crumbling to my cav force, he's trying to bring his matchlock units that he had in front of his veteran Yari Ashigaru to the behind to support his guys. But it's not really going to do that much, even with his general rally. His units are going to die off fairly quickly. I'm going to get his general in the fight now too.
Our men are running from the battlefield! Shameful display!
So we're just going to charge down his remaining matchlock units. And matchlock is not going to melee at all. And worse, he's going to try to run away, so it's going to get a charge in his back. And he doesn't react really quickly with his Yari Ashigaru. He should have brought them over at the beginning of the game to protect his bow units, or just not brought as many veteran units. Really limited the size of his army. Plus, he didn't have any like sword infantry. So I'm just gonna charge the rest of these guys in the back. And as you can see, morale is already crumbling fairly quickly. And I haven't even started to hurt these guys that much. And the morale is especially crumbling now, seeing that my unweakened main force is now coming up to his front. And as you can see, his whole line is starting to rout already. These guys are wavering and having lost one unit. So am I asking, is it worth bringing the veteran units? All of these veteran units at least? No. And do calves suck? No, they don't. As long as you use them right. Well, this is Edifier, and thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and comment, and I will see you guys later.